Does pain really care about gender? When people are going out of their mind, when something is affecting people emotionally, psychologically, and otherwise, does it even count gender? Violence doesn't discriminate, yet when it comes to men, the conversation often falls silent. Hello everyone, my name remains only with happiness in Gossip. In today's video, I've come to talk about men. Why do I want to talk about men? Because when we're talking about violence, I think we always focus on women. I think we talk about violence concerning women more than we do when it comes to men, because many women even go to an extent of manipulating men and or making it look like it's always them. So in today's video, men, sit tight. Let's talk about violence, because we know you all face violence. Can I say you all? In one way or the other, every man faces violence. So today, let's talk about violence. Today we shine a light on a deeply overlooked issue: violence against men. Whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological, many men suffer in silence due to stigma, shame, or fear of being bullied. Yes, men always keep this violence of a thing. Most of them keep this violence of a thing to themselves. Most of them are scared of speaking out. Why? Because they feel like nobody will listen to them. So many of them feel like when they talk, nobody will believe them, because this gender, female, is something else. They might turn it against them. They might make people think they are lying. So most men keep their violence themselves, whether it's physical violence, emotional violence, or psychological violence. Especially, you see this particular emotional violence of a thing, we see it more in men. And also see this psychological. So many men are going out of their minds because of what they face. So you feel that men don't face violence. That's a big lie. It's a fat lie, because men also face violence. Society has conditioned men to think men should always be strong or unshakable, but pain doesn't care about gender. Society make it feel like men should be strong. You are a strong man, you're unshakable. But let me ask you a question: does pain really care about gender? When people are going out of their mind, when something is affecting people emotionally, psychologically, and otherwise, does it even count gender? When someone is about running mad because of what they are facing, because of what they have seen, because of what they are passing through, is that thing going to ask you, are you a man or a woman, before it affects you mentally? The answer to this question is no. It doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. When it gets to you, when it's hard on you, when it wants to hit you hard, it's going to hit you hard, notwithstanding the gender you fall in. Men are victims too. Men cry too. Men break down too. It's time to change the narrative, to create safe spaces, to listen without judgment, to support all victims of violence, regardless of the gender. Because you know why? So many people, when a woman runs to you and say, my man did this to me, my partner did this to me, you don't listen. You don't even ask questions. People don't care to listen from the other side, listen from the man's angle, hear what the man has to say. Some just become so judgmental that they don't even care if a man has his own side of the story. You just believe the woman. You just feel like because of that gender, because of how manipulative women can be, you just feel like when they shed tears, when they shout, when they cry, when they weep and when they blackmail you with tears that a man doesn't deserve a chance to say what his own pain is. The truth is, violence doesn't have a gender. Pain doesn't care if you are a man or a woman. But for some reason, when it's men who suffer, the world gets quiet. Yes, every day countless men experience abuse physically, emotionally, mentally. They are hit, they are shamed, they are manipulated. But instead of help, they are told, man up, be strong. Real men don't talk about their feelings. Real men don't talk about your feelings, their feelings really. Let me be clear. Real men do hurt. Real men do feel. And real men deserve help too. No one should suffer in silence. No one should be laughed at for crying out. No one should be ignored just because society expects them to be tough. You don't expect a human. I think I've seen so many men who are even more emotional more than women. There are men like that. There are men who don't even hold back their emotion. There are men who don't hold back the way they feel about things. There are men who express themselves with tears. There are men who instead of them to say when they want to explain things, they go down in tears. They feel pain emotionally, like men who are more just to explain it better. There are men who are more emotional than women. So these people have this gender has feelings too. This gender feel hurt. This gender deserve help too. So we're talking about violence and you're talking about helping people, you're talking about listening to people, you're talking about how to help those that are victims of violence. Stop ignoring men. Men too face this. Most of them don't come out to talk about it. Let me give you an instance. There are women who always run to social media to talk about what their men do to them. But believe you me, if men are like women, some men are like women coming out to always talk about things happening in their marriages or in their relationships. Um, it might get too complicated. Do you know why? Because you would listen to both sides and you find out that it's not always about men. But so many men are not ready to come out and give you any explanation about anything because women always use even tears to manipulate men. Women always feel like because the world will listen to them, because the world will side them, because the world will feel that they are being maltreated by men, they'll feel like they always bring it out there to make men look like they are the bad ones. But believe me, so many are not the problem. The women are the problem. These people die in silence. These people have so many things to bear. Now, you know the number of women who can take what is happening in their marriages or their relationships to their friends, getting advices from them. But men because of what they represent, because of how they feel about themselves and how they want to keep their dignity intact, they wouldn't go out there to let people know what is going on in their marriages, what's going on in their relationships. But women are victims of this. It will shock you if I tell you that so many women beat their husbands. It will also shock you when I tell you that there are men who go out in the daytime and refuse to go back to their families because of what awaits them in the house. Because of what awaits them at home, they would remain where they are because when they get home, a woman doesn't know the perfect way to approach a man. Every man is not a domestic violent type. Every man doesn't lay hand on a woman. But so many women force them into that. There are women who get domestic violence from their partners just not because their partners are that type of person, but because of what they bring, because of how they bring present matter, because of how they talk to these men. So many men have turned to toxic partners because of women. Women, yes, we support women more, we talk about them more, but the truth be told, so many men are going through a lot, so many women are pushing them to the wall, so many women. Okay, let's take for instance, when a woman and a woman is arguing, and a woman says things that makes the man feel so bad, and a man will say, stop it. If you say this again, I'll be forced to do what you like. A woman repeats that sentence. The man will say, don't say this again. When you say it, it hurts me. If you say this again, I'm going to do this. That woman will now ask, what can you do? You see that question, what can you do? It triggers a man, because you know why it triggers them. It makes them feel like you are belittling them, you're looking down on them, and you're trying to manipulate them, and you're thinking they can't do anything. Now when you feel like a man can't do anything, even if the person can't do anything, I think you keep it to yourself. That word, what can you do, or you can't do anything, it triggers men. Now so many women are used to this particular word, even though most men ignore, even though most men would have to step out, but anger control is not same. It's not everybody who control anger same way. So many men will walk out of that place, that um environment and that particular time, but there are ones that can't, especially the ones that have anger issues. So you as a woman triggering them, another way they face violence, when a man needs a support from a woman. There are women that will have money in the house and pretend and lie to the man to an extent that they even if the man is dying, they will not want to be supportive. They will not want to help that man at that point in time. It is a very wrong thing. It's time we end the silence. It's time we create safe spaces for men to speak up. It's time we recognize that violence against men is real and it matters. Let's talk about it. Let's stand together. Let's support all victims, because everyone deserves to be heard, not just women. Men also deserve to be heard. Men also need this attention for them to speak their minds. So let's talk about it. Let's stand together. Let's support all victims, because everyone deserves to be heard. No matter the gender, woman or man, let's support. No matter the gender, everyone deserves to be heard, because we all are human beings. So, as we're talking about it and we are standing together to support all victims, because everyone deserves to be heard. Have you not subscribed to Quit Violence International's channel? Have you not been liking our videos and you've not been commenting? Please do well to touch the subscribe button, because I know that what we discuss here is something that benefits you and I. So we are one, and we need to speak out together. We need to stand together, and we need this support for each other. And today, I appreciate you as you watched this video to this very end. Support men, listen to them, give them time to speak out. And as you do that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.